What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing? Welcome back here to another football video, and today I'll be doing my Euro 2020 Poland preview because Euro 2020 is right around the corner, and I will be rooting for Poland in hopes that maybe they can do something at Euro 2020, whether they can make up for their Euro 2016 year success, but unfortunately they lost, because going back to Euro 2016, man, Poland had a heck of a squad. They were seriously underrated, and I feel like that nobody gave us any chance at the tournament, because people were expecting us to flop at the tournament because, I don't think we were the favorites in any of the games, but at the Euro 2016 tournament, we just absolutely surprised everybody. And if you compare this current Poland squad and the Euro 2016 squad, I kind of feel like that this is a bit of a downgrade from the Euro 2016 squad, because I don't want to sugarcoat this, but I really hope that we can get our crap together, because I don't know what happened after Euro 2016, but ever since we lost that game against Portugal on penalties in the round of not the round of 16, in the quarterfinals, it looks like that we have not been the same team ever since, because I don't know what happened to us at the World Cup in Russia, but we just completely flopped at the tournament. I saw a completely different performance from the squad compared to the Euro 2016 squad. And the reason why Euro 2016 was very special for Poland fans like me and for any other Poland fans, and any other people that are fans of the Polish football team, is because Euro 2016 is the first time that Poland did not flop at a tournament in 30 years and in the 21st century, because at Euro 2016, man, Poland just surprised everybody and they were doing really, really well. We won the game against Northern Ireland, and then we held the defending World Cup champions Germany to a draw, and I'm pretty sure that nobody expected us to hold them to a draw. People were probably expecting Germany to get a win against us, but the way how we played defensively against Germany in that game was just absolutely incredible. And after that performance, I thought to myself, if we can hold the defending World Cup champions Germany and a really good powerhouse Germany to a draw, then I think we can compete with anybody at the Euros. And then the last game against Ukraine, we won, and then against Switzerland, we ended up winning that game on penalties, but then against Portugal, we just couldn't get the job done despite Lewandowski scoring a goal in the second minute on the match opening in that game. We failed to win on penalties against Portugal, and we lost. And then since that game, man, I just don't know what happened since that game against Portugal, but it just seems like that a lot of players on this Poland team, just went their own separate ways, or they couldn't even make the squad anymore, or they just retired like Piszczek. And it's a real shame, because who knows what could have happened had we won against Portugal on penalties. Could have we won against France in the final? Could have we gone all the way? Because I have a feeling we probably would have won that tournament. Now, of course, this is probably a very unpopular opinion, man, but Poland's defense was really, really good. Seriously, the way how we were just playing football, being able to distribute the ball, I was completely impressed and I bought into the hype. But despite us losing against Portugal on penalties, I still had expectations we were going to go very far at the World Cup in Russia. Unfortunately, man, I was completely wrong. We completely flopped, and it just seems like that we've been struggling in games recently. And looking at this Euro 2020 squad, I'm really hoping that our defense and our midfield gets its crap together, because we can't be playing any bad football. Because I'm hoping that our back four will learn how to defend, because, we don't really have any good defenders in our back four minus Glick, because Piszczek unfortunately retired, and Poznan, I don't know what happened to Poznan. I don't know why he hasn't been included in the squad, but regardless, man, I feel like the only really good defender we have is Glick, and that's it. So of course, Glick is going to be very crucial for this back four in hopes that, he can lead the defense, and, hopefully we don't concede a lot of goals. But when it comes to our midfield, man, we don't really have a midfield that is like a playmaker like Modric or De Bruyne is, so that is one disadvantage of Poland at Euro 2020. And of course, one of our strikers, Piątek, he's out with an injury, so, he's not going to be playing at the tournament, I believe, because he's hurt. So, we're going to have to rely on Lewandowski and the Milik striker partnership. Hopefully it can, rejuvenate itself like how it did in the qualifiers. And of course, Lewandowski, I'm definitely expecting him to score a couple of goals at the tournament, but I'm just hoping we're not going to be so dependent on Lewandowski like how we were at the World Cup in Russia. Because it seems like at the World Cup in Russia, man, we were just constantly dependent on Lewandowski to do everything, and Lewandowski is just one player, he can't do everything. The rest of the squad needs to perform better. And I feel like Lewandowski is not to blame for our abysmal performance in Russia, just because the rest of this Poland team just absolutely underperformed, and like that was just a forgettable, unacceptable, disgraceful performance at the World Cup. Seriously, dude. And looking at our midfield, I really don't know who's going to be able to make an impact, in terms of our midfield, because that's my biggest concern, is our back four and our midfield. Because looking at this group stage, man, I think that we can definitely make it out of this group. Our first game is going to be against Slovakia, and I believe that's going to be a winnable game, but Slovakia, man, they still got a pretty decent squad with Skriniar and with Hamšík. I still believe Hamšík is playing for Slovakia, so I definitely believe we will get a win against Slovakia, but then we are playing Spain. Of course, I'm not expecting us to get a win against Spain just because Spain is a really, really good team, but I don't know why Sergio Ramos wasn't included in Spain's squad. I don't know why, the Spanish manager left Sergio Ramos out, just because Sergio Ramos is still performing very, very decent in my opinion as a defender. And then the last game against Sweden, I think it's going to be a win winnable game for Poland, but Sweden, they still got a pretty decent squad too, you know, with Emil Forsberg, with Gronqvist, with who else? With Kulusevski. And of course, you know, Ibrahimovic won't be included in Sweden's squad, which sucks because I was looking forward to seeing Ibrahimovic play again in a Sweden uniform, but unfortunately, man, because of injuries, he hasn't been included. So overall, I think that maybe Poland will finish second in the group. That's my prediction. I predict that Spain will finish number 1 in this group. But anyways, ladies and gents, that's the video here. Let me know what do you think about this in the comment section below, and let's bring on the tournament.